Shalom Yasharala. I would like to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto my power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakradash. Double honor to the apostle, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone GMS. And honor to you, brothers that's laboring for the Heavenly Father in sincerity and truth. It's your brother Yaiquab coming at you with a quick lesson through the Spirit, hoping to exhort and edify and comfort with these words. What I want to get into is basically uh, um, devoting yourself to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, understanding that your life here on earth is to serve Him and Him only, and you know that we are here just to do that, that we shouldn't put nothing before Him. Okay, we should be focusing on Him, especially in the times we're in. Okay, we have to understand that nothing is more important than the Heavenly Father and serving His will, especially in the conditions that we are facing. Okay, understanding that we are in our captivity at this day, we are still in our captivity. Why? Because we went off as a nation of people. I'm talking about you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, y'all are the chosen seed, and the Heavenly Father has allowed these other nations to rule over us because we wasn't serving Him. Okay, and we are being punished, but right now we're in a time of mercy. Okay, we are a time of grace that He has allowed us to return back unto Him through His Son Yahweh Shai. Okay, that we may become joined back unto Him. And with that, we have to understand who we are, coming back to know who we are, what we need to be doing. Okay, and that's serving Heavenly Father, repenting, coming back to Him wholeheartedly. Okay, but I'll go ahead and start, because a couple of precepts in, but I'll go ahead and start in Matthew. Um, Let me start here in Matthew. Let me see, Matthew 6. And verse 19, I'm sure of it. Yeah, so like, give me a second. I can highlight my. Okay. Oh, that one already highlighted, but I'm gonna read the whole thing because the account is all of it. Okay, so it says the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 19. It says, "Lay not up, so like it, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal." Okay, that means, hey, okay, we understand that here on earth you have homes, you have uh, cars, utilities, chains, rings, things that you value, that has some little significant purpose to you, right? But it's telling you here, it says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt," because all these things could be corroded and corrupt, right? Where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither rust, Salakia, neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. Right, that means storing in heaven those things in heaven. How do you do that? By serving the Heavenly Father. Okay, doing what you're supposed to do here on earth, following all statutes and commandments to the best of your ability. Okay, doing that which is pleasing unto the Heavenly Father. And those things He will not forget. Why? Because He tell you your works and labor of love towards Him do follow you, man. And He will not forget. Okay, and that it builds up, man. Your works do follow you in the hereafter. So you have to, once you remember who you, coming back to who you remember and who you are, these things you must continue to follow to show your love. Okay, and that's how you show your love to the Heavenly Father and build up treasures in heaven. What? By following law, statutes, commandment, doing the things that's pleasing unto him, and not follow in the ways of these heathens, not following after the customs of these other nations. Okay, celebrating your birthday, holidays, Christmas, all these pagan deities, these things is displeasing to the Heavenly Father. Okay, so you have to follow history. We have things that He has given us to do. Okay, He have rewarded us things, but mainly we have to follow the scriptures. He have given us the scriptures as a blueprint on how to keep Him, how to live our lives, man, how to please Him. Okay, and that's what make us apart from the other heathens, because he has dealt with us and has not dealt with these heathens. He has dealt with no other nations, and that's why we are being punished. Okay, because he only deals with us and not no other. Matter of fact, let me just get it. That's and I'll come back to this. I think it's Amos. Mm, I think it's Amos 3:1. Yeah. Oh, yep. That's it. We'll just start from the top. Book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "Hear this word that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt." Right, because we was in captivity in Egypt. And what he do? He destroyed Pharaoh and delivered us from our captivity there. Right? It says, "Who which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying," okay, it says, "You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities." So we are being punished, man. Okay, and we are under the curses according to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28. Okay, we are under these curses. We are being punished, but He has lifted up. He has given us a grace period. He has withdrawn His hand from punishment. Um, how can I say? He has eased the punishment. Have brought us back unto Him. He has awakened us, given us the Spirit back to remembrance. Because you got to remember, He calls us to lose our heritage. Okay, He has caused us to forget ourselves, man. That's why we don't know who we are as a people. Okay, that we didn't know, but now He has given us the a spirit to discern who we are, man. To know who we are, and He left the trail. He left certain relics in certain places to identify who we are, man. Okay, to bring us back to remembrance. Okay, so starting also with the our head elders of the elders, Abba Bivens, and then coming on down to our head apostle, Tahard, and the rest of our apostles. Okay, and our elders, that we are remembering who we are. Okay, through the Spirit, through our gift that the Heavenly Father Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has given us. Right. So going back, because I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, Salak Yakim. But understanding that we have to please the Heavenly Father by doing what is pleasing, but we cannot take nothing. Uh, I'm gonna get to that. It says that we have to lay up ourselves treasures in the heavens, man, and how we do that by following that which is pleasing unto the Heavenly Father. Reading on verse 21, it says, "For for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also." Yeah, because we understand, if you value the things of this world and you care for the things of this world, you can't care for the things of the Heavenly Father, which He wants you to do, man. You'll be following after your own lusts and desires of the flesh. And we understand that we have to be renewed in our mind and our spirit and become a new creature. That we have to put off the old man, right? And once we remember ourselves, we have to put off that old nature and put on the spirit of the Heavenly Father and walk according, right? Let me get this in, let's get, let me get that, let me see how I can, give me a second, brothers, okay, give me a second, yeah, I think let me get my sword, I'm gonna look for it here, I was gonna get, yeah, that was, yeah, let me see if I can find it. Give me a second, Nakia. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, let me get it out of Timothy. This the book, let's get it. Salakiaki, bear with me. Yeah, I found this, first Timothy 6. And I want to say, he is proud, knowing nothing to Quinal, that ain't preserved. Yeah, this is it. Let's start here. Salaki, give me a second. Here we go. Point is at 7, but and I'll end it at 8. Let me just read that. Let me highlight it. This is First Timothy chapter 6. Okay, verse 6. We'll get it here in verse 6. Yeah, First Timothy chapter 6, verse 6. Bear with me, brothers. My eyes, I ain't even got my glass. It says, First Timothy chapter 6, verse 6. It reads, "But godliness with contentment is great gain." Well, let's read that in NLT. That's beautiful. It says, First Timothy chapter 6, verse 6. It says, "Yet treasure, true godliness with contentment is itself great wealth." Yeah, because when we was talking about treasures, stacking up your treasures in heaven, okay, that is the greatest wealth you can have, man. Why? Because the Heavenly Father will give you those treasures that will never be able to be taken away, man. That you will never lose. Okay? Versus the things here are in vain, man. Things will perish here. Okay? The things that you have is going to be eventually burnt up and gone, man. Okay? But understanding that the things that we have, we can't take with it, and it's going to go into that. It says, "But godliness with contentment is great gain." Okay, being that the Heavenly Father, the treasures that's in heaven, is the best the best gain you could have. Okay, verse 7 it says, "For we brought," and I'm going back to the KJV, Salakia. It says, "For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out." Right? Okay, so we understand that the gains of this world, when we go and go back to the spiritual world, that these things will remain here. These things will we can't take with us. Okay, that's why it spoke about stacking up spiritual treasures in the heavens. Okay, and that's the only way you could do that is how? By pleasing the Heavenly Father, doing His works, man, doing His will. Okay, doing that which is pleasing unto Him. Verse 8 it says, "And having food and remnant, let us be therewith content." But point being is that for we brought nothing into this world, we could take nothing out, man. Okay, and we have to understand that ourselves, we are not of ourselves, but of the Heavenly Fathers. Okay, so our whole duty and purpose is to serve Him. Okay, why did it say? Because we belong to him, man. Okay, what did the book of Ezekiel say? Behold, all souls are mine. The souls of the fathers as well as the souls of the sons are mine. The souls who shall die, who sin shall die, man. Okay, and we understand that in the book of Romans, what was the wages of sin is death. Okay, so we understand that doing what is pleasing unto the heavenly Father, uh, we are His, and we understand that we have to return them back unto Him. That we have to do what was pleasing unto Him. Why? So our treasures and our things that was done here, when we are judged, He will see that we was doing that which was pleasing unto Him. Therefore, He will reward us with the treasures that we have stacked up, man. And ultimately, the treasures will be given abounding when when we return back into our kingdom, man. When our Adonai Yahweh Shah will restore all things back aright. Okay? So we understand we have to seek the kingdom first. Matter of fact, let me get that. Let me go back. Go back. That. Okay, it says Matthew 6, verse 33. It says, but seek ye first the kingdom of the heavenly Father and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Yeah. So we understand that we need things here on earth, but we understand if we seek in the kingdom doing that which is pleasing, the Heavenly Father will provide for us. He will take care of us here on earth. Okay, while we are here, He's going to see that we are taken care of. We are well off, man. But we have to do everything according to His will. We have to make sure that we put Him first. Okay, that we understand that nothing comes before the Heavenly Father, man. Okay, that He will provide for us, yet we make sure that we are doing that which is pleasing unto Him, as far as following our law, statutes, and commandments, man. Making that which is good, doing that which He want us to do. Okay, you see. So we understand with that, knowing that we have to. Our purpose here is to serve Him. We put off the weak natures, the things that we have learned about Babylon. We have to be restored, knowing that we are who we are now, back to our heritage. That we have to follow the Heavenly Father wholeheartedly and do His will. Okay, and therefore making sure we put Him first, and that we are serving Him, stacking up our treasures in heaven. That when the kingdom come and be restored back unto us, we will be rewarded, man. Okay, so that I'm gonna go ahead and end there. Lord willing, the lesson was edifying, comfort. It wasn't supposed to be long. It's just a quick hits to exhort, man, to build up the faith, to encourage. Okay, and put back in remembrance that we have to make sure we put Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai first above all, and that we have to make sure that we're walking according, that we will be rewarded in the end. With that, I'm going to go ahead and end there by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakradash. Again, double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone, GMS. And honor to you, brothers. Keep fighting the good fight of faith. Keep enduring to the end. And Lord willing, I'll see you on another one. Shalom.